Hi, and welcome to Category Management Knowledge Group's weekly Category Management Tip. If you don't know about CMKG, we provide category management training solutions that are driven from a foundation of accredited e-learning courses. I'm Sue Nichols, the president and owner of Category Management Knowledge Group. At CMKG, we like to share our perspective and knowledge in different subject areas that relate to category management. Today's topic is about the 4 Ps, also known as the category tactics or sales fundamentals. The 4 Ps stand for price, product, placement, and promotion, and are a marketing term that both suppliers and retailers use. Each of these 4 Ps influences volume and share within a brand or category. They're the key drivers. They need to be monitored in order to understand how much they impact volume growth or decline within a brand or category. It's really about putting the right product in the right place, at the right price, at the right time. You've probably heard that expression before. The 4 Ps became popular back in the 1960s by Neil Borden. He started referring to the marketing mix as a teacher and used the 4 Ps to describe the ingredients of the marketing mix. For suppliers, the 4 Ps tie in with the marketing decisions that are under the supplier's control and that can affect the demand for their product. Simply put, suppliers need to create a product that a specific group of consumers wants, then sell it in stores where those same people visit regularly, and price it appropriately so that it matches the value that they feel they get out of the product, and they do that at a time that they want to buy. A lot of hard work needs to go into finding the right combination of the 4 Ps for consumers from a supplier perspective. This includes a lot of data and analytics. But even if there's a great plan in place based on the 4 Ps, that really focuses on the brand consumer, and that's where about 30 to 50% of purchase decisions are being made. It still needs to be sold through retail channels. No matter how successful a supplier's marketing program is, their results will be limited without the support of retailers. In brick and mortar retailers, or those that have physical stores, different suppliers' plans are presented to retailers who have formed categories from similar products being offered across different suppliers. Much of category management is driven by decisions made across the 4 Ps because they can have a significant impact on both consumer and shopper decisions. When changes are made to one of the supplier's 4 Ps, it typically has an effect on at least one of the Ps for the retailer. Obviously, retailers also make changes to their 4 Ps through category plans and through their day-to-day business decisions. All of these changes impact the consumer and shopper, which ultimately affect volume and profit for both retailers and suppliers. So it's in the best interest of the supplier to understand and consider the retailer's strategies and how the changes in the 4 Ps will impact each retailer. And retailers need to have strong category plans that include the 4 Ps and constantly monitor their results. Here's an example of a category assessment for retailer X, a very basic one. Down the left we have the products in the assessment. This example only includes manufacturers, but you should also have some other key segments based on the consumer decision tree. In these columns, we have some volumetric results. Right now we're only looking at dollar volume and percent change, but you should have other columns like absolute volume change, market share, and share point change. When I look at these numbers, I can see that retailer X is declining at a slightly faster rate than the market. This means that they're losing market share because their growth is behind the market growth. I can see that manufacturers number 2 and 4 are driving the negative growth in the category, down 8 and 27% respectively. But this isn't enough information to help me take any kind of action or to understand what's driving the results. By adding in these columns of promotional support, display support, average number of items, and average unit price, I can start seeing how the 4 Ps may be influencing these volume results that I've been looking at. These are just some examples of many measures that may be available to you through a combination of key account data, POS data, and panel data. Now, I can look across the 4 Ps and see that the promotional support in the category is down slightly, but quite significantly on the 2 largest manufacturers in the category. Display support is down 14%, driven by manufacturers number 1 through 3. And the number of items in the category hasn't changed very much at all. Finally, average unit prices increased by 5%. So based on this, 2 things may be driving results down for the retailer: a combination of reduced promotion and display support, and an increase in the average price. This is obviously a very simple version of a category assessment, and they can get much more complex with many moving parts. Much of this will be based on the sophistication of data in your organization, as well as the data mining tools and/or report systems that you have in place. These results should be reviewed regularly to understand the basic health of the business and where the retailer's biggest category threats and opportunities are, as well as for suppliers. The 4Ps represent much of the data and analytics that go into category plans for retailers, both from a top-line perspective that I just showed you, through consumer analysis, and then into more in-depth analysis. In many instances, you should complete a top-line analysis first that looks at the business from a bigger picture perspective before you jump into any kind of in-depth analysis at a finite level. It really helps you to get the perspective of what's going on in the total category across all of the tactics and ensures that you're even looking into the right pieces of the business before you do your big dive. You may not even be looking at the right business issue. As you can see from this table, there's many different measures and analytics across the data sources and across the 4Ps, and these are by no means all of them. This is the area where you can get bogged down by data and complex analytics, and you need to approach it with a plan based on whatever business issues that you're trying to address. Different measures and different analytics are used for different purposes and outcomes, and some of them are only available with specific data requirements, like weekly data, profit information, and so on. So that's it for today's tip. We have some great courses to help you build your 4Ps knowledge base. In fact, even more courses than the ones that you see here. And they're all relevant for different roles and different industries, not just for category management professionals. We also have a retailer track as well as a standard track for all of our courses and programs. Next week's tip is going to focus on how to get engaged in social media for an adventure in learning. If you're a little bit on the nervous side of getting into social media, we've got a great tip that's coming up for you. We also have a new Catman quest that engages in different social media outlets and really gives you the opportunity to have some adventures and fun in category management in some different learning environments. You can find out more details on our website, which is right here. Finally, we're very active in LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, so please connect with us. You can also network with us through Facebook and/or Twitter for more details about our category management quest. Thanks for viewing today's tip. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.